Hi, we're Group 13, and today we're going to be presenting on Cape Town, South Africa. My name's Dylan.
I'm Haley.
Michael.
I'm Trevor.
And I'm Sammy.
To start us off, Cape Town has and its surrounding regions are home to many different varietals of grapes, including the first one being HBM Blanc, locally known as Steen, which produces a medium white body with a high acidity. The next one is a Cabernet Sauvignon, which produces wines with hints of black fruits and occasionally tobacco. The third is a Colombard, locally known as Colombar, and is used to produce semi-dry white table wines. The next is a Shiraz, used to create a wine with a medium full body. The next is a Sauvignon Blanc, which is used to create a very dry white wine with a medium acidity. The next is Chardonnay, which produces a dry, medium full-bodied wine with a moderate acidity. The next is a Pinotage, which produces a full-body red wine. The next is a Merlot, which produces a bold, dry red wine. And the last one is a Malbec, which makes a full-bodied red wine.
So what is Cape Town known for? So Cape Town, which is also known as South Africa's mother city, is known for a variety of popular wines. The four most popular including Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, Malbec, and Chardonnay. Produced in the cooler climate of Elgin, a city that is just southeast of Cape Town, these white varietals such as Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc can flourish to their best ability, providing a crisp and refreshing concoction of these wines. And in terms of red wines, Cape Town has an excellent supply of Malbec, and of course, the most popular being Pinot Noir. Grown in the Cape wine regions of South Africa, the unique climate and landscape allow for some of the world's most delicious wines.
Financial impact on the region. The wine industry is a large contributor to South Africa's economic status. A report from 2015 states, in 2013, the wine industry contributed R36 145 million to the annual GDP of South Africa. The wine industry also supports employment opportunities in South Africa for skilled and unskilled workers. In the Western Cape alone, the wine industry is responsible for total employment of 167,494 workers. COVID has had a large negative impact on the industry in recent years. The wine market in Cape Town specifically suffered a loss of more than R8 billion and 30,000 jobs were lost.
Soil and weather influences on growth. The traditional South African vineyards are typically located on the coastal zones and towards certain inland areas. In coastal regions, the very old geological formations and long periods of exposure to weathering result in the viticulture grown in Cape Town, some of the oldest materials and soils in the world. The traditional coastal and bordering inland vineyards benefit from a Mediterranean climate, which consists of warm, wet winters and hot, dry summers. The Mediterranean climate is a climate that is in parts of California, Chile, South Africa, and southwestern Australia, all of which are massive wine producers. An old Cape Town saying goes, "A vineyard that can see the sea is a good vineyard."
History of the region. Cape Town's viticultural history dates back to the 1650s when it was established as a main stop along the spice route that connected Asia to Europe. The very first vines were planted by Jean van Riebeck, the Dutch governor at the time, who knew that wine prevented scurvy, as scurvy was very prominent with sailors and merchants who were rounding the Cape on their sea journeys. Dutch governors who succeeded him continued his vision for his wine region and expanded the vineyards 2,500 hectares and issued official decrees that upped the standards for wine in the region. After becoming a booming industry for over a century, the industry took a huge hit in 1886 when vineyards were decimated by phylloxera, a microscopic invasive species. But alas, the vineyards were replanted and the industry was rebuilt from the ground, leading to its modern day success that is served around the globe today. Some additional interesting facts. South Africa has its own unique wine, Pinotage. South Africa is home to one of the oldest wine countries outside of Europe. This is due to the unique weather conditions that replicate Mediterranean climate in the South African region. For example, it's intense sunlight and dry heat. In 2015, South Africa ranked 8th in the world's largest wine producers.
And this is just our bibliography with all the sources we used for this assignment. So thank you for listening, and that is all.